Hello there guys, it's Dino Man here, and we're going to make a hopefully quick video about the new Mesozoic Isle teaser. So the first big thing is that this takes place in a new location. This is a place called Hell's Arena, which, for circumstances I'll get to later, I'm assuming is close to Hidden Valley, but is a different spot. This was introduced to us in an earlier teaser, but it was not named yet. Whereas now it is named. This is basically the place where Kate has grown up. So looking in the project report thing, oh, and I should say that the link to the document, if you want to look at it yourself, is in the description of this video, so I will go check that out. But in the MIHACP1, it says 17 new number things, I'm not going to read that, 14 statutumus, that's how I say it, and 3 primus. This is kind of weird to me. I would at first think it's a population, but I think it refers to either a territory location or a population that is like having new members come into it, if that makes sense. Because having 3 new primus doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me when you already have 14 statutumus. Or like statutumus even like established, so putting in new primus individuals doesn't make a ton of sense. That of course is referring if it's just the same population of the same genus, though it could be different things. I should probably define what statutumus and primus are for those of you who don't know. So primus are the first initial released group of a genus onto the isle or island. I'll call it the isle because why not? These ones are given lots of good genes and all that kind of stuff to make it so that they can establish the population. So for example, they might grow really fast. Some of them are given things like steroids, etc. So that way they have a good chance of establishing the population. So they're really good at doing lots of stuff. But, however, they have what I'm calling hidden genes inside of them that don't show up in them themselves, but are the genes that they pass on to their offspring. So because of that, you could have, I don't know, let's just say you put humans on the island for some reason. I don't know why, but the primus ones might be, you know, taller, bigger, stronger, faster, etc. Grow up really quickly, like maybe they're adults in like 6 years, who knows. But then when they have offspring, their offspring would be like normal people. So they take, you know, the long time to grow up, aren't, you know, adults until, you know, like mid-teens, you know, can't reproduce until they hit teenage years, all that kind of stuff. And they're just normal, weak little things, if that makes sense. So that way, the primus established the population, and then the statutumus then just kind of continue it. I haven't read up very much on my Mesozoic Isle vocabulary, so I might be forgetting some stuff, but I will do that after this video. And then farther down on MIHASMP, we hear that there's a new Suchomimus. I am really starting to think that the MI-something, but just MI in front, refers to a territory location. And then MIFA some refers to an individual animal. That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that's right, but who knows at the end of the day. Or maybe it refers to a specific project type thing. I don't know. I'm starting to think I can start maybe figuring it out, but I'm pretty sure MIFA referred to animals, and then just MI and then dash some refer to a location, territory thingamajigger. But I could be wrong. Who knows? We get to hear about Regan again, who I hope we get to hear about Regan again, but I guess I don't know. Like, past this. Like, in the series is what I mean. But I guess who knows. We learn that she gets wounds from something. Never said what. Hopefully she finds someone, but she is ovulating. I'm starting to think that Regan reproduces, and then we see her children in Mesozoic Isle. But who knows? That could be wrong, as always. Hear about Debbie and Dylan again. I still have no clue what they are. Hopefully we'll learn what they are. I think because they both start with a D, it's probably a dinosaur that starts with a D. So I'm thinking maybe Deltadromeus, and they're doing like a Dongy and Delta thing going on here. But who knows? I don't know. Because we do know Deltadromeus is on the island, because in the thing it says Killer killed a Deltadromeus. And he also killed 3 invasive Allosaurus, which tells us that Allosaurus are not native to Hell's Arena. And he also killed a Carcharodontosaurus, which tells us that Killer is a badass and kills everything in sight. Though he's a very mean badass, so, you know, don't mess with him. Because it doesn't seem like he cares all that much about stuff. Then we hear about Blaze. I have a theory about Blaze, and I'm pretty sure it's basically confirmed by this thing. So we know Blaze has fiery colors, right? And it says in here that he's a Spinosaurus. And this means that Blaze is either the old Safari Limited Spinosaurus, but I find that maybe sort of doubtful, or he's the Carnegie Spino. I think he is the Carnegie Spino, because we even see the Carnegie Spino on the Mesozoic Isle poster. So, I think Blaze is the Carnegie Spino. And King Tut is another Spinosaurus, because I said it was a Coelophysis last time, but like King Gypticus, for example, said, I think King Tut is a Spinosaurus, and Kiki gave him a winky face, so I'm pretty darn sure King Tut is actually a Spino. So yeah, I guess I was wrong. Then we get to learn about Suchomimus, who is new to Hell's Arena, and the Spinosaurus Project, which I don't know. But I am pretty darn sure that the Spinosaurus Project is M-I-H-A-S-M-P. Because we have several hints to it referring to Spinosaurs. So, I take back the thing I said about those being territories. I don't think they're territories, but I do think that they're something revolving around animals. And we get to learn a new Suchomimus in it. And then it has, after the M-I-F-A, has S-C-M, which I can totally see being standing for Suchomimus. Then, later on, there's the same thing, but it's S-P-N, which to me looks like Spino. Spinosaurus. And we see a second one happen, another SPN. Only except with different numbers in, suggesting a different individual. So I'm pretty sure MIFA-SPN refer to Spinosaurus, and MIFA-SCM refer to Suchomimus. But who knows, I could be wrong, but I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out for that stuff later on to see if that is supported by other evidences. Because, granted, I'm just looking at this and I haven't looked at a bunch of other stuff, which I really should have done, but I mean, oh well. So we learned that the Suchomimus' name is Snaggletooth, and I'm assuming that since that's a name, we might see it in Mesozoic Isle, but who knows. And then Killer and Kaya, or Kia, I think is what it's supposed to be. Even though it's totally said Kayas, because everyone knows Kias are birds. Anyways, Kia and Killer were out hunting a herd of Ouranosaurus, which we hear about these things a lot. I bet we'll see some in Mesozoic Isle. They seem fairly-ish common. And Kia, then broke her leg, which is heartbreaking. And Killer didn't care. He went and killed the Ouranosaurus, brought food back to the chicks. By the time he actually went out to search for Kia, she was dead. She'd been eaten by King Tut. Which is sad. But, oh well, maybe that's some story stuff going on for Kate. Who knows? But we get learned about more of Kate's backstory, which is interesting. And that's all I have to say on this new thing. Hopefully this was a quicker-ish video. Going into this, I probably should have checked some other stuff before I started making this video, but oh well, I'll check it once I'm done. That's all I have to say. Dino Man out.